Hey Danny, how you doing, man?
I'm very well, Lewis. How are you?
I'm not so bad. It's hotter than the surface of the sun in this room that I'm in, but aside from that, I'm marvellous.
Yeah, but it's very cold and dreary outside, isn't it?
It is, yes, which adds to the mystery of how this room could possibly be so hot. I have no idea.
Storm Denise is on the
Yes?
the loose.
Isn't it
Yeah.
Dennis?
I think so.
Ah.
I just said Denise as a wee sort of funny quip.
Oh yes, I see you were making a joke.
Yes, I was making a joke.
Well, I have such an understanding of jokes that Anyway, this is a short episode. Should we actually do some podcasting?
Yeah, we'll save the 10-minute bullshit for the big one. Okay, so this is Doctor Who Series 12, Episode 8, The Haunting of Villa Diodati.
Yeah, Diodati. Let's go with that.
Diodati, yeah, okay. And it was written by Maxine Alderton.
Cool.
And it was directed by Emma Sullivan. And it's starring Jodie Whittaker, Bradley Walsh, Mandip Gill, and Tosin Cole, and some other people.
Was it actually directed by Emma Sullivan?
It was.
Oh, I thought you were making a joke. Okay, cool.
No, it genuinely was. I saw it and I was like, oh,
Have you got an opening statement? I mean, it can be about Emma Sullivan, if you'd like it to be. It doesn't have to be.
I mean, no, I don't know too much about Emma Sullivan other than the fact that she directed last episode and this episode. She's probably directed lots of episodes.
Yeah, she's probably not just done Doctor Who. She's probably done other things as well.
I'm sure she has. I'm sure she's got a great portfolio.
Illustrious career, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure she does. I was expecting a filler episode, but it was a very entertaining journey that moves the series forward. Very engaged and some decent performances.
I was expecting the same. It's there's a balance somewhere between a filler episode and a plot-heavy episode, which I think, as much as I didn't like some of the Moffat arcs, he did do them quite well. Like in the series that starts with Matt Smith being shot by the astronaut, in that series, like they had one
engaging.
Curse of the Black Spot filler episode, and then it was straight onto the was it the Rebel Flesh and those the gangers that like come to life, and it was that straight away. So that was always quite something he did quite well, and it's nice to see it done well here. This is a standalone episode, but it also ties into a larger arc.
Oh, did you hear that Instagram message there, Lewis?
I did.
Yes, it's from Stephen Moffat, and he says, "Thank you. That's exactly what I needed to hear. I'm gonna
is somehow listening to this live. He's wiretapped.
I'm gonna get out my bed this morning. Thank you."
Oh god. Anyway, a fairly alright episode. Feels quite fillery and also like they're leaning on the finale. I think as much as I admired that they were doing both of those things, it felt like they weren't doing either of them enough, which is quite a strange thing. Like like for the entire episode, I was convinced that Shelley was going to turn out to be the Cyberman.
I thought that as well.
Especially when he started quoting Shelley poetry. I was like, well, it's clearly Shelley then. Shelley went out and got picked up by John Lumick or whatever it is and put in one of John Lumick's terrifying face ripper-offer machines.
John Lumick?
Yeah, from one of the old series of Doctor Who. It
Oh,
was the bloke from the Parallel Earth who made the Cybermen. Yeah,
That's right. Oh, God, good times. Well, that's our opening statement. Should we go to Creepy Room questions, Lewis?
Yes, we should. Do you have a Creepy Room question? Or a statement? Or a other thing?
Yeah. So, as always with Doctor Who, when they try and put ghosts in, I knew that there was going to be some sort of sciencey shit to explain it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the episode, the Doctor's just like, well, unless they do.
Which
who were those
is
two?
dumb as hell.
Who were those two? Yeah, who were those two women? That little girl and that older one. Who the fuck were they?
Because that annoyed me a lot. Because it's like there was a ghost apparition thing, which was the lone Cyberman trying to get in, or Shelley trying to get in, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And then, oh no, ghosts actually might exist. Because every single episode of Doctor Who, he's been like, no, ghosts don't exist. You don't actually, after you die, you don't come back. Like the episode with under the lake and before the flood. So, well, don't you want to go out there and ask them questions? What's it like when you die? Because dead people can't walk, but now they can. And then that turned out to be that weird projection-y thing.
Yeah.
So, why is this any different? Why is this Doctor just like, oh, well, guess they're ghosts then?
Yeah.
Unless he's just like, unless Jodie Whittaker is just like, well, Graham's right thick. He might have just been going crazy and eating some sandwich that is...
just some sandwich.
Just some sandwich he found in the corridor. That might have happened.
Maybe she's just messing with him.
Yeah, maybe it's a joke.
But I don't think she would do that because she's remarkably honest, this Doctor. But that's something I didn't like. I like it because Doctor Who sort of demystifies the sort of bogus traditions and myths and stuff and puts their own spin on it, you know. But well, ghosts exist. Do you have a creepy room question / statement?
I have a sort of creepy rooms questiony statementy thing. Why does it take them so long to realise that they're in sort of a maze? Also, does no one know the maze trick? You have to just pick a left wall or right wall and then follow it indefinitely. And then eventually you'll get to the centre of the maze.
Unless the person who designed the maze understands that people might do that and has countered it somehow.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point.
You know, I can't actually remember. Who is it that designed the maze?
It was the Siberian liquid metal that was in his brain or something. Yeah.
Right, I thought that. So if it's cyber technology, I simultaneously think it would be smart enough to understand that people are just going to go left, but at the same time, it might just be so focused and just so rigid that it might just do that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I suppose if they did do that, the plot wouldn't have been as entertaining. Oh, we've solved it. It's fine, everyone.
That's one of my great things I hate is when I point out a plot hole and somebody says, "Well, if that didn't happen, there'd be no film."
Yeah.
It's like, yes, I know, and that's stupid as shit.
It's like the eagles in Lord of the Rings. It's like when people say, "Why didn't the eagles just fly them to Mordor?" Well, there wouldn't be a plot. But, well, that's not really a good enough excuse.
I have a question.
Go on.
Why have the Cybermen never developed like a stealth mode? Why can they not? Like there was that quip in an earlier series. Oh, have you put your legs on silent? Why have they not actually done that? Why are they so loud?
Yeah.
Because they're not indestructible. Compared to a lot of other villains in the Doctor Who universe, they're remarkably easy to kill. Like squirt them with cleaning fluid or rub gold dust in their face or whatever it is, and then...
That's right.
You know, then what? They are remarkably easy to kill. Surely stealth would be a bigger advantage if they're incredibly strong and incredibly fast. They don't have to be super loud. Have silent legs, right?
I mean, you would think so, but obviously not. No showrunner has ever thought to do that to see what would happen. So you've been denied, Lewis.
I feel like the Cyberman. It's such a cool concept of like if you were reading some old school sci-fi written by like I don't know, like a proper old school sci-fi writer like Arthur C. Clarke or someone like that.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, there's this alternate planet that these humans from Earth have crash landed on, and they've stumbled into these robots, and they're talking to the robots, and they figure out that they used to be humans. Then they surgically replaced their livers with fake metal livers, and then their skin with fake metal skin. And do you know, if that was the plot of an old school sci-fi book, people would be like, "Oh my god, that's disgusting, that's crazy." But it's never expanded on in Doctor Who, other than the Cybermen want to destroy the universe, which doesn't make sense because they live in it.
Yeah. I don't know if they've ever wanted to destroy the universe. I think they just want to upgrade everything. I've got to say, I love the design of this Cyberman.
It was very Borgy, wasn't it?
Yeah, he looks really cool. I think it's almost like Cable.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and that leads on to my next statement. So Doctor Who is just now fucking Terminator. So
What makes you say that?
well, this machine has been sent back in time to kill or destroy someone, so that the emergence of his army can take place. You know exactly why I think it's Terminator.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
You must
Now you've pointed
have
those
saw
things
it.
out. To be honest, I really didn't. Until you pointed that out, it didn't occur to me. But you make a very convincing point. That's very Terminator.
It's always Terminator, isn't it?
Everything is Terminator.
Sci-fi just can't help themselves. It's like they will always do callbacks to like Terminator.
I love Terminator, but come on now. There's
Yeah.
only so much Terminator you could actually do. I always think that with Cybermen, like don't get me wrong, it annoys me that this Cyberman can travel in time, because like that's just dumb as hell. It's meant to be such an impossible thing that like only the Time Lords and maybe a couple of Daleks have ever done it.
Yeah.
And now this Cyberman is just like, yep, I've got like an inbuilt vortex manipulator in my casing or whatever. It's what? Why is?
I know,
It doesn't make sense to me.
It just pisses me off because they don't explore the lore of that. They don't let. Why isn't time travel this like very sort of elitist thing? It seems that everyone can fucking do it.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Even though they're the Time Lords and
Yeah.
they're meant to be. What is it they do? So we can't interfere, but we're the Lords of Time.
Which is kind of doesn't make sense. Wouldn't it make more sense if they were like time police or something?
Yeah, that would
So,
make more
this-
sense.
If they like developed like licenses for people to time travel. Said you need a license to be able to go 10 years into the future, but a different one for 30 years. Or do you know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
If it's such a dangerous, complicated thing, shouldn't the Time Lords be regulating it and making it either easier and both easier and safer?
Yeah. Well, they can't now, can they?
Well, no.
Because they're dead. Again.
How do we feel about period Cyberman stuff? I think it's cool to have a Cyberman in Victorian times or whatever, or even going further back in like ancient Venice or something. And it's like like I say, I think the Cybermen, there's a lot of opportunities for expansion. If the Cybermen developed stealth technology and were like had their legs on silent and like started hiding in the shadows of like I don't know, 14th century Venice, and then you had to watch them like stalk through the canals and grab people. Do you know what I mean? There's material there.
But I mean, if a showrunner was to do that, they'd have to have time travel.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. Or the Doctor conveniently lands on a planet that looks a lot like 14th century Venice, but is in fact happening at the same time as like 25th century Earth.
I mean, to be fair, we don't know how long it takes for the Cybermen to. No, wait. Well, that wouldn't make sense. Maybe they've always had time travel.
Maybe, but then in that case, this is the great problem with like the
Yeah.
whole Pandorica thing. Is if everybody can do time travel, why are they?
Yeah. What monopoly do the Time Lords have over anyone else? It's like, oh, but we can do it better. It's like, really, the Doctor barely ever fucking lands where she needs to be. It's like she'll land like a year out of where she's actually supposed to end up. You know?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, it seems like most species are doing it better. Than,
Yeah.
than the Lords of Time.
And that is
Well.
another thing that gets me is like if you explain away, oh, she never quite lands on time as well. The TARDIS is like slightly sentient, and it's like, oh, I put you where you need to be, not where you want to be. It's like, well, that's just dumb.
Yeah.
Get a better TARDIS, right?
Yeah. 'Cause
Why pick a broken one?
I'm taking you where you need to. It's like, no. I want to go there. It's like, no, you don't need to go there. Yes, but the needs and wants are very different things. I
You
want
don't need
to
to
go
go on
there.
holiday, but I want to lie on a
Yeah.
beach.
You don't need to go out and have fun. It's like, oh, okay. You're right. I'll stay in. For fuck's sake.
Oh, crikey.
What was I going to say? So a companion is going to die, I reckon.
Yeah, probably. I reckon Ryan's gonna die.
I bet it'll be Graham.
You think it'd be Graham? Actually, it might be Graham. That's true. I think
he'll-
Graham is the one I'm the most attached to out of the three.
Yeah.
I literally
Graham
don't
will-
care about Ryan in the slightest.
That's a shame. Graham will die, and it'll give Ryan some character development, I guess.
And then he'll say, "Oi, weird uns, fuck off," or whatever dumb. Oh God.
Oh, we're so harsh.
We are, but
We are
like he's
quite
just
harsh.
not great. I don't understand what the writers are trying to do with that character, or what Tosin Cole is trying to do with that character.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills when I watch episodes where he's doing stuff.
No, you're right. I think that they've missed the mark with that one. I've got to say, a quote really just befuddled me. Yaz went, "Houses can't do that. Not even an evil one." So what? What frame of reference do you have to assert whether houses are evil? I don't remember seeing that episode.
Yeah, that is dumb as hell. Houses can't do that, not even an evil one. Well, what? What the hell does that even mean? Come on now.
Yeah. I'm surprised that Chipster didn't put his hand on this script. He
Yes,
had nothing
that is surprising, isn't it?
Yeah, he had nothing to do with this, and it was pretty good.
Yeah, the Chibster has been having, like, him plus a guest writer, almost, for several episodes now.
Let me just check.
No, now you've said it, I think it was just like an individual writer for this episode.
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
I want to see any other ones where if it's been in their own and it's been good. No, that was Orphan 55. That was shite. Edison, no. Fugitive of the Jadoon, he helped with that one.
Well, Fugitive of the Jadoon was a good one.
It was a good one. Praxius, I mean, it was alright. But he helped with that one as well. And Can You Hear Me?
Yeah, that was part Chibster, part not Chibster.
Yeah, and that was less said about that one. The better. Yeah, I was trying to see if there was any correlation, but yeah, I mean it's moving the series forward, and he didn't have anything to do with it, which I found, a bit strange.
You're right.
Well, it worked out, I suppose.
Here's a creepy room question, not just for this episode, but for all of Doctor Who.
Go on.
Shouldn't the TARDIS have some kind of contextual translator? Like,
what do you mean?
Like in Star Trek, the universal translator, if a person from another species, like how in some Earth languages, there are words which don't exist in other languages.
Yeah.
Like, the famous ones is sort of Japanese, like there are words for different emotional states which we don't have words for in English.
Yeah.
So like in Star Trek, the universal translator will just come up with something that seems vaguely correct on the fly. So, great happiness or whatever, it would substitute instead in that theoretical situation.
Right.
Why doesn't the TARDIS translation sort of do that? Because it's,
Because they still...
I noticed it a couple of times in this episode, but like also, the one that springs to mind is Curse of the Black Spot, when the Doctor is talking about portals. It's like, yeah, but surely the TARDIS translator circuit, if these blokes are from 13th century England, they're not going to understand you anyway.
Yeah.
So the TARDIS translation circuit should change that word to door, because it will be functioning as a translator. These blokes might as well be speaking Russian. And do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I mean, it's never really explained, because they know what the word vibe means, but he gets all hot under the collar when they say zombie. It's like, is zombie like vibe is about, but zombie isn't? I don't know.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
I don't know. It might be, but I don't know.
Also, I have a question.
Yeah.
Do they have to do the person talks in the wrong time period joke every single season? I cannot tell you how much I hate that. The first time, it was funny, but then after that, it's just become more and more infuriating.
Yeah.
Like when Martha went to Shakespearean times and was like, "Oh, forsooth, egad," and then the doctor was like, "No, don't do that." That was good.
Yeah, that was funny.
And Donna was giving it all toodle pip, cheerio,
What?
and all that stuff. What? Yeah, that was great. And then now, because Donna and Martha were both clever, but Graham could conceivably just be an idiot.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So him making this joke with him, it just feels I don't get it. It's weird. I don't like that joke.
Yaz is the smartest out of the three companions.
Yes.
Like, without a doubt. And I mean, if you're gonna have stupid people along, fine, that's fine. But like, you need to sort of balance it out a little bit. You need to give them something in return. If you know what I mean, you can't just say, "Oh yeah, they're stupid" and that's it. You know, maybe they're brave, maybe they're feel, or maybe they're just really compassionate. I mean, they seem really compassionate, but what Doctor Who companion hasn't been?
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe they should get someone who's like really hateful and really just really fed up with life, and the Doctor sort of changes that person.
I mean, that does actually sound like a good idea, yeah.
Yeah, they could have done that. But no. Get one smart person and two fucking morons.
Oh, God. I don't get why Brian is such a moron. I don't understand. Why have they made that a character trait?
I would be raging if I was Tosin Cole. I would be like, yeah, I know he's got, like, you know, disorders and things like that, but is he just stupid? You know, is he so held back by his... Is it his dyspraxia?
Dyspraxia, yeah.
Yeah. Has he got dyslexia? Has he got dyslexia as well? I can't remember.
I can't remember. I think it's just dyspraxia. I don't know whether they're related. I have no idea.
Yeah, because I don't know. I wish just some intelligent decisions are made by the two of them.
Plus, I didn't enjoy the very brief Ryan teaches us about utilitarianism conversation.
Yeah.
Well, why can't we just kill him? There's one bloke against a billion. Yeah, but Percy Shelley would die then, and his writings would never be written. It's like, yeah, all right.
I mean, it's an interesting conversation.
It is, but it's like, we haven't got time for this conversation, but it needs to be had. We're going to ram through it at 1,000 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It's a very strange way to do it.
I mean, Jack said, "Don't give the Cyberman what he wants." Yaz said, "Don't give the Cyberman." Everyone said it, and what did she do?
Give the Cyberman exactly what it wants.
Oh my god! At all costs, he said, and she was just like, "No, fuck that." Ozymandias was a great poem. Let's just see what happens.
Oh god, that was weird as hell. I liked the lone Cyberman though. That was a cool idea of like it was briefly explored with the Borg. How the Borg are it's kind of disastrous for all of the Borg if one of them develops individuality.
Yeah.
I like the interesting idea of a Cyberman developing individuality and still having emotions and.
Yeah,
it's
like
kind of cool.
He doesn't have his inhibitor yet.
Like that was an interesting idea because he looked fucking battered. So the question I was asking was he not finished yet, or was he finished and then win some kind of horrendous battle where bits of him fell off and whatever?
Yeah, and why would they send a Cyberman that they consider to be inferior to get the Cyberium?
Yeah.
That
also,
really
why does he have
sense.
some kind of inbuilt mechanism for converting lightning to storable power?
Yeah.
The entire point of lightning is that it's static electricity, and so you can't really use it very well for anything, right?
Yeah, I hate it when sci-fi does that. It's like, oh, Tony Stark get hit by lightning and now he's at full power.
Yeah.
What,
also, that was another thing that annoyed me about that. Was Jarvis said, now 400% power. What? Why has he got 4 times the amount of batteries that he needs just on him?
And you can't really go beyond 100%. Isn't that a rule? Or does it work differently for... Because I've heard people say, oh, it's been... sales have been increased by 250%, you know.
It's one of them things where, like, sales have increased by 250% means you've done 2.5 times the number of sales that you did the previous year.
Mm-hmm.
So you've done. So yeah, it's. I don't like talking like, oh, 250% increase, because then that invites a conversation about percentages.
Yeah.
But like, but yeah, it's kind of different. But yeah.
There's a quote from Lemmy's show where where a guy's sitting down at an interview and it's going really well, and he's like, right, and what do you think you could bring to the business? And the guy's like, well, I'm going to give it 110%, and Lemmy's like, what? That's a pity. That's a pity. You can only go up to 100%, so you're a liar. Get out, ya dick.
I have one final CRQ. I mean, you can have another CRQ if you want, but, you know.
Yeah.
How do we feel about Cybermen being the big bad of this series?
I mean, it wasn't... I don't know if they are, because they started with the Time Lords. They started with the Master. Yeah. They did a whole Time Lord thing. There's another Doctor on the loose. And Jack farted out, the lone Cyberman, don't give it what it wants. And it's
actually,
like,
that's an even better point.
I imagined that was going to be next series, almost. But no, it's this series. Yeah, we're going to do that, rather than do the thing that we set up at the beginning of the year. So I don't know. I just think maybe it's all tied in.
Maybe
somehow, in a neat little bow.
I just hope he doesn't go full Moffat and back his way out of it, sort of thing.
Yeah, it's like, no, it never happened.
Like, I'd rather Chibster takes a big old swing and it's terrible than he takes a safe swing and it's alright. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I heard an interesting thing in comparison to Davis, Moffat and Chibster.
Yeah.
Davis and Moffat would never throw shit at the wall to see if it sticks. And Chibster would definitely do that.
Yeah, that's true. He's having a go. That's the thing I really admired about Fugitive of the Jadoon, was finally he was really having a go. Like, not everything in that episode was perfect and brilliant.
No, but it was one of the best this season. I think.
Completely. And it was so off the wall compared to the rest of the episodes this series that I really enjoyed it and I wanted to watch more of it.
Yeah, definitely. What was I going to say? Has it not upgraded anyone, the Cyberman? Is it incapable of up? Because it's the lone Cyberman. It's not really alone if it upgrades things, does it?
That's a good point. Because, I don't know. Because in, like, the Earth 2 John Lumick timeline with the Cybermen, they had those big factories to convert people. But then in the one where Clara and Matt Smith were on that theme park planet or whatever it was, they sort of, one of the Cybermen released little cyber mice things, cybermites, to go inside people's heads and sort of semi-convert them. So, I don't know. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Maybe he's depleted his stocks of cybermites. He's got a big hole in his leg where that used to be writhing full of cybermites, and he's released them all. So now he's just got a big old hollow leg.
So, I mean, that makes the Cybermen inferior to the Borg then, because they can just assimilate you with just any bit of technology that they have.
Yeah,
whereas
that's a good point.
Cybermen need specific little rodents made of metal to do it.
Yeah. It was, that's a damn good point. Who would win, Borg v Cybermen?
Probably Borg.
Probably Borg, yeah.
I mean, those cubes are fucking almost impenetrable.
Yeah.
And Cybermen,
man, I love Star Trek.
Cybermen, you can do them in with fucking
cleaning fluid and gold dust.
Gold paper.
Oh god.
Rub it on their chest. Nicholas Briggs didn't voice this Cyberman, did he?
No, I guess it was the guy in the suit that was voicing him.
Whoever he was.
Oh god, that's really disrespectful to that bloke, isn't it?
But I don't care. It's I've got one last thing. It's a nitpick more than anything.
Yeah.
So Graham, when we went back with Graham he was sitting reading a book, and
Yeah.
many TV shows do this. The book was halfway open. Now, a couple of explanations could be that he's just opened the book at a random page and just started reading, which I doubt, because he turns the page over as if he's engaged, right?
Yeah.
Or he's read half the book in the couple of minutes that we haven't been on screen with him. I hate it when TV shows do this.
Or it could be that that's the book he's got on his nightstand at home.
Bollocks.
And he's opened a copy and he's like, oh yeah, I was halfway through this. And
Bollocks, I haven't seen him with it any other time. and he's like, yeah, we're in Mary Shelley's house. I'll just sit down and read my book. Fuck that. Bollocks.
That's a good point. What kind of a lunatic have you got to be to... Yeah, we've time travelled, so I'm just going to sit here and read a book that I was reading before I ever met the Doctor.
I mean, he is really stupid, so maybe he did.
That's very true.
Who knows? So the Cybermen inspired Frankenstein.
I mean, yeah, that's dumb as hell.
Isn't that a paradox?
Probably, yeah.
Because and the Doctor mentioned it before she'd even thought about writing it. It's like that whole Beethoven thing, isn't it?
The bootstrap paradox.
Yeah, that's it. Google it.
That was just... I hate when TV shows are that self-aware. I mean, I know he's talking to the camera, it's second person, but it's called the bootstrap paradox. Google it. Oh, fuck off. I like it. I like him. I like Peter Capaldi, and I like his performance as the Doctor, but that one line was just dumb.
His accent for a Scottish person is pretty strange. I think because because he spends so much time in England. His accent... He's from Glasgow, but his voice is sort of like luckily, the time traveller brought all of his Beethoven sheet music to sign. It's just sort of very. I mean, people in Glasgow that I know talk like that, man. All right, man, you pure rocket, like that.
Yeah,
it's a nice wee.
So has his accent been sort of tempered by the English people?
There's hints of English you can hear in his voice. You know, just little hints of it. But, you know, I'm not saying... I think it's a nice voice. Google it.
Google it. So, Danny, after half an hour, have you got a closing statement?
I do, yeah.
Hit me with it.
Buzzing to see what happens, to be honest.
Okay.
I'm
buzzing too, to be honest. My closing statement is that I love Cybermen. They're dead cool. I feel like they've been underexpanded upon. More could have been done to expand upon them. There is so much material for Cybermen that I think is unexplored. Yes. I'm excited to see where this goes. If it just turns into a very basic, oh no, there's just some Cybermen and they just want to upgrade everything and they have very loud legs, then I'll be disappointed. But in theory, this could be brilliant.
It could be.
Who knows?
Well, we will next week. Oh, that was a nice segue, wasn't it, Lewis?
It was, yeah.
And I've broken it. Who gives a fuck? Well.
Yeah, I think that's the end of the episode.
Shall we shill some shills?
Go on, do some shilling.
Okay. I'm on it. Take the bit of paper out as if I don't know. I'm on Instagram at O'Hiram. I'm on Facebook at Daniel Kerr. It's a Facebook page. And I'm on Twitter that I barely use at Kerzo2000. So, yeah. What are you on, Lewis?
I am on Instagram at Lewis_Brindley, Twitter at LewisBrindley4. I'm on Facebook. I have a Facebook page called Lewis Brindley, and in accordance with Daniel's instructions in a previous podcast, I have asked all of my Facebook friends to like the page.
Hey.
I found the button and I clicked it and I said select all, and then I did it. And I haven't checked Facebook since, so Christ knows.
Damn.
But yeah, have a look for my Facebook page. Have a look. Lewis Brindley, that's my name. I've got a Facebook page. Find it.
Yeah. Please do.
Find it, like it, share it, bop it, twist it. The podcast is hosted by Podomatic, so we're on Spotify, we're on Apple Podcasts, we are on YouTube, we have a YouTube channel. I am very slowly uploading everything we've ever done. It takes approximately 1,000 years to upload a podcast to YouTube. So slow going, but we're on the way.
And we have a PayPal donate button. We have Patreon. Please go subscribe or join our Patreon for some extra goodies.
Yes, you can sign up for as little as, what would it be, about 10p an episode?
Yeah, that's what it would be.
Because it's about because it's $1 a month, which is about 80p.
Yeah.
And we do 8 episodes a month. So, yeah, 10p an episode.
Yeah.
Treat yourselves.
Yeah, yeah. Get the calculator out.
Well, thank you very much for listening.
Yes,
we'll be back next
thank
week
you.
with the news about whatever the fuck happens in the first bit of the finale.
Yes. We shall see you, hear us then. Fuck's sake.
Thank you for listening.
Goodbye.